Hello, and welcome to New Jersey Lawyers Assistance Program's second Wellbeing Wednesday. I'm Noreen Brayman, the NJLAP Communications Manager, and I'll be presenting to you information from the handout that we used for the presentation that had some technical difficulties. First, how to live A long time ago, in a dark, faraway teenage place, I was desperate to wring a little joy and happiness out of a dismal life. Being a bibliophile, I figured I could read my way out of my problem. And I actually stumbled on a ridiculous sounding but ultimately successful piece of advice. If I could just pretend I was happy, then eventually I really would be. Years later, I would learn that this advice is often given to people who are depressed, and it is based on the scientific reality that the human brain reacts the same way to feigned happiness as real happiness. It will release the feel-good hormones that eventually lead to stress relief and, believe it or not, real feelings of satisfaction and happiness. In fact, just the simple act of smiling, whether you feel like it or not, tells your brain to release endorphins, those feel-good hormones. So when you need a pick-me-up, try smiling, especially at someone else, and you both get some endorphins. What funny stories can you share? I often tell a story about how writers for Everybody Loves Raymond would sit around the table and ask each other, "What happened at your house last weekend?" The answers to those questions became some of the plots for the show, and many involved situations that, for the characters, were not so funny. However, shifting the audience's perspective to see the ridiculous, absurd, or incongruous side of the disaster created lots of audience laughter. Mental health professionals call this reframing. I'd like to call it today's disaster can be tomorrow's funny story. The 2 times my daughter got her head stuck in railings. Even funnier, because the same thing happened to me around the same age on the Staten Island ferry. Home plumbing calamities that filled the house up with suds into which toddlers disappeared. An overly exaggerated slow motion fall that resulted in no serious injury, but years of offspring retelling the story, complete with choreography. In fact, in the retelling of these tales, they seem to get even funnier. Changing your perspective is an important tool in managing stress, thinking clearly, and moving forward in a challenging situation. What funny story are you fond of repeating for your family? What incident at your house last weekend can be reframed for a smile? The more times you can do this, the better you will be in handling those things that are not so funny. Here are 4 steps to a funny story. Number 1, can you shift your perspective to find something funny or absurd? Number 2, can you visualize in retrospect that everything was mostly okay in the end? Number 3, can you retell this story without hurting someone's feelings? And number 4, remember that in some situations, laughter is not appropriate, but that the return of laughter is a sign that you are healing. How to laugh for the health of it. Sometimes this is called mindful laughter meditation. How can it help you right now? Mindful laughter meditation combines 3 well-being ideas into one. First, you bring your mind to the moment at hand rather than wandering around in the past or the future. Then you start to percolate laughter from deep in your body, gradually moving to full laughter. This is the part where eye contact with your housemates is really important. First time around, maybe more simulated laughter than real laughter, but the good news is your brain does not know the difference. And even better news, laughter has the same effect on your brain as meditation. Here's how to do my family version of mindful laughter meditation that you can also do alone. Sit in a comfortable chair on the floor facing each other. Close your eyes if alone, but better to keep them open with little ones participating. Bring your mind to the present moment by thinking or saying, Today is what day of the week? And I am here. Say that several times in between 3 slow, deep breaths. Tell your children to imagine blowing out a candle. Imagine laughter in your belly. Give out loud instructions to your group, demonstrating as you explain. The laughter wants to get out, but it can only get out slowly. Begin to feel the laughter working its way up your body, becoming a chuckle in the back of your throat. Then a giggle, then full out laughter. Remember, even simulated laughter works. As the laughter loses momentum, repeat. Today is whatever day of the week it is, and here we are, in between 3 deep breaths. It can sound like this. Breathing in. Today is Monday. I am here. Breathe in. After a few sessions of this, especially if you develop free laughing, laughter will become more spontaneous and contagious. To paraphrase Irma Bombeck, the family that laughs lasts. Is baby laughter diabolical? And what can babies teach us about altruism? How can acting like a baby actually help others and boost your well-being? It seems that every day we hear of another study on babies that reveals them to be more than cute and cuddly tabula rasas. For example, while it has been long noted that babies laugh before they can speak, it now appears that baby laughter is part of a survival mechanism passed down from ancient humans who had not yet developed language. Babies laugh because it makes them feel good, not because they have gas, as my pediatrician once told me. Another discovery is that looking into a baby's eyes results in a syncing of brain waves between the baby and you. You might think your brain initiates this, but it is actually initiated by the baby. Another survival mechanism for bonding to enhance the chance of the baby getting nourishment, care, and love. To me, it's some kind of diabolical mind control. Without language or even the ability to hold their heads up, babies are already influencing the world around them. And in another study, it appears that babies can teach us a lesson on altruism. A review in Greater Good magazine states that a new study suggests that babies will give food to someone in need, even if they are hungry themselves. This happened both with babies who were modeling older sibling behaviors and those who had no such experience. And they shared their food again and again, even when there was no display of gratitude. The conclusion? Human altruism is both hardwired and socially reinforced. Add this to what we already know about altruism, kindness, and gratitude, and how our brain rewards us for those activities with feel-good endorphins. We can boost our own well-being by helping others, laughing, and acting like babies. Are you a laughter or a lover? It's the laughter we will remember whenever we remember the way we were. The Way We Were by Barbra Streisand mourns a lost relationship, recalling laughter that once was shared. Just nostalgia? Or is laughter really important in a relationship? Did you know that laughing together during courtship is an indicator of increasing affection? In fact, sharing laughter brings a couple closer, helping them be more open with each other in resolving disputes and getting through times when life is not so funny. And yes, I can testify that shared laughter can be a powerful aphrodisiac. Here's how to add more laughter to your relationship. Laughter sharpens memories. Talk about those times you laughed hysterically. You may just find yourselves laughing again. Find the funny. Often today's drama is tomorrow's funny story. Practice laughter. Sit facing each other. Look into each other's eyes. Take a deep breath and just start to laugh. Try not to break eye contact. Let those mirror neurons in your brain do all the work. Well, that's the end of the laughter lightning round, but I have something else to teach you. It's an exercise that you can do by yourself, at home, with your family, just about anywhere. The idea is to find the laughter practice or well-being practice that works for you to build up your resilience for when life is not so funny, so that you may get through this and end up here. The first thing you want to do is think of the laughter sound, ho, ho, ho. This lives in your diaphragm, that kind of Santa Claus belly of laughter. So you take a deep breath, put your hands on your diaphragm like this, and breathe in. Ho, ho, ho. Try that again with me. Breathe in. Ho, ho, ho. All right. The second place laughter lives in our body is in our lower lungs. We often don't breathe all the way down to this part of our lungs during the day. So the sound that goes with that is ha, ha, ha. So again, breathe in. Ha, ha, ha. And again, breathe in. Ha, ha, ha. Very good. Now, the third place where laughter sounds live is up by your bronchial tubes near your neck. This is where we are speaking from mostly all the time, and why we often get hoarse or lose our voices when we talk a lot, yell at a football game, or even laugh a lot. So place your hands at the base of your neck with a little touch on your throat and breathe in. Try it one more time. Breathe in. Now you've learned the laughter sounds and where they live, but that's not the exercise. The exercise is breathing in, ho, 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 breathing in, ha, 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 breathing in, he, and one very important part. If you're alone, if you're with some others, you're going to take a deep breath in, you're going to raise your hands over your head and go, whoosh. This is the most important part. And I can't guarantee the rest of the exercise will work if you don't do it. If you're in a group, we at each other. It often helps spontaneous laughter. So let's try doing the ho, 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 ha, 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 he, we exercise. Don't forget to breathe in between the sounds. Ready? Let's go. Ho, 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 ha, 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 he, whoosh, again. Ho, 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 ha, 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 he, whoosh, again. Ho, 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 ha, 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 he, whoosh. And for those of you who need a laughter pickup, and maybe you're in your office and don't want to have people coming in like Miss Hannigan saying, do I hear happiness in here? You can put your hand in front of your mouth, blow on your hand. Feel that breath? You can do this exercise silently as long as you can feel breath on your hand. So let's try it. Ready? Breathe in. Try again. That's only the beginning of exercises that are done in laughter yoga. and you have now found out where laughter lives in your body. Take this exercise home, try it when you're alone, try it with a group, and I hope you've enjoyed these 5 fast facts about laughter.